In the world of IT, you'll often hear the titles architect and administrator used almost interchangeably. In fact, if you survey a room of seasoned tech professionals, you'll find a surprising number who identify as both. Why is that? Why do half of IT pros call themselves both an architect and an admin? The simple answer is that the job itself loves overlap. The lines between designing a system and keeping it running are often blurred, especially in smaller teams or fast-moving companies. You might spend your morning designing a new cloud infrastructure, and your afternoon troubleshooting a production outage. This duality is a reality for many, but it creates a fundamental tension. On one side, you have the constant pressure to innovate and build for the future. On the other, the relentless demand to keep the lights on, right now. Navigating this tension is the single biggest challenge and opportunity of your career. Get it wrong, and you're on a fast track to burnout, constantly reacting, never progressing. Get it right, and you become a force multiplier, delivering immense value to your organization and building a truly resilient career. Confused about how to strike that balance? Stay with me. We're going to break it down, step by step, and turn that chaos into leverage. First, let's get our definitions straight. While the roles overlap, the mindsets are fundamentally different. The architect thinks in terms of outcomes and principles. Their job is to understand the business goals and translate them into a technical roadmap. They ask questions like, what are we trying to achieve? What are the constraints we must work within? Budget, time, compliance. They evaluate trade-offs like performance versus cost, or speed versus security. The architect's deliverable isn't just a system. It's a well-reasoned plan that aligns technology with the long-term vision of the business. They are the why and the what. The administrator, on the other hand, is the master of the how and the now. They are the guardians of reliability and performance. Their world is defined by service-level agreements, or SLAs, operational cadence, and incident response. They live and breathe monitoring dashboards, log files, and support tickets. Their focus is on ensuring the systems designed by the architect actually work, day in and day out. They manage the operational lifecycle, deployment, backups, patching, and, crucially, responding when things go wrong. They ensure the promises of the architecture are kept. The overlap happens when the architect who designed the database is also the one who gets paged at 3 a.m. when it's slow, or when the admin who fixes a recurring bug is the one who proposes a new caching strategy to prevent it. This is where the two roles become one person. To master both, you need to be proficient in two distinct skill sets. For architecture, this means requirements gathering, talking to stakeholders to understand their needs. It involves modeling and diagramming to visualize complex systems. It requires capacity planning to ensure your system can handle future growth, and risk analysis to identify potential points of failure before they happen. And of course, cost modeling to build something the business can actually afford. These skills are about foresight. For administration, the core skills are about control and response. This includes expert-level monitoring to know when something is wrong, often before users do. It's about robust backup and recovery procedures, because failure is inevitable. It's disciplined patching and change management to evolve the system without breaking it. And increasingly, it's about scripting and automation, writing code to handle repetitive tasks so you can focus on more valuable work. These skills are about execution. The key to survival and success is recognizing that you can't operate in both mindsets at the same time. This is the concept of splitting your day or your week into distinct modes. Architect mode requires deep, uninterrupted focus. It's creative, strategic work that can't be done in 5-minute increments between alerts. This is your deep work time. You need to be ruthless about protecting it. Turn off notifications, block out your calendar, let your team know you're unavailable. The penalty for context switching is immense. Every interruption can cost you 20 minutes of focus. In contrast, admin mode is often reactive. It's about being available and responsive. This is the time for handling tickets, responding to alerts, and performing routine maintenance. The trick is to not let this reactive loop consume your entire day. A practical approach is to theme your days. Maybe Monday and Wednesday mornings are for architect mode deep work. Tuesday and Thursday are for planned admin tasks, like patching and deployments. And you reserve specific blocks of time for unscheduled reactive work. Be deliberate. Schedule deep work for your architectural thinking, and schedule maintenance blocks for your administrative duties. Now let's talk about leverage. Your goal is to spend more time in architect mode, where you provide the most strategic value. The way you do that is by using tools to amplify your admin mode efforts. This starts with infrastructure as code, or IAC. Instead of manually clicking buttons in a console, you define your entire infrastructure in configuration files. This makes your setups repeatable, testable, and version controlled just like software. Next is CI/CD, or continuous integration and continuous delivery. These are automated pipelines that build, test, and deploy your code and infrastructure changes. This reduces manual errors and increases the speed and safety of your deployments. Pair this with robust observability tools, not just monitoring but logging and tracing, to get deep insights into your system's behavior. Think of this as an automation ladder. You start by moving from manual tasks to simple scripts. Then you schedule those scripts to run automatically. The highest rung is event-driven automation, where your systems react to events and heal themselves without any human intervention. But the most powerful tool for leverage isn't a piece of software. It's documentation. I know, nobody likes writing it, but this is the secret to making yourself scalable. Your goal should be to document everything so that the systems can run without you. This isn't about creating a 1,000-page manual that no one will ever read. It's about creating living documents that are part of your workflow. Use architecture diagrams to provide a high-level overview. Create simple, actionable runbooks or checklists for common procedures, like how to restore the database from a backup. And for your most critical architectural choices, use architecture decision records, or ADRs. These are short, simple documents that capture the context behind a significant decision, the choice you made, and its consequences. This prevents future teams from asking, why on earth did they do it this way? Good documentation is the ultimate force multiplier. This brings us to the final and most critical piece of the puzzle, your team and your processes. You cannot scale yourself if you are a single point of failure. Your job is to build systems, and that includes the human system around you. This starts with establishing a blameless culture. When an incident occurs, the goal of the post-mortem is not to find who to blame, but to understand what in the system, the technology, the process, the assumptions led to the failure. This fosters psychological safety and encourages learning. Implement fair and sustainable on-call rotations. No one should be the hero who is always on call. Automate repeat tasks that cause alerts, and document the resolution for the ones that can't be automated. And most importantly, actively teach a backup. Find a colleague and train them on your systems. Do pair programming sessions, run internal workshops. The more you share your knowledge, the more you free yourself up to focus on higher-level architectural challenges. Your goal is to make yourself replaceable in your day-to-day tasks. When you do this, a funny thing happens. By making yourself replaceable in the admin role, you become irreplaceable as an architect and a leader. The result? Less burnout, because the burden is shared. More impact because you're focused on strategic work that moves the needle. And yes, you become hard to replace, not because you hold all the keys, but because you're the one who builds teams, not just systems.